Okay, so for the past couple of days, we've been talking about Filian and the VTuber awards, as it seems like it's getting closer to that point where essentially, it would be around the time for nominating, voting for, and almost in the build-up for the actual VTuber awards itself, following the previous timeline that it went on. Obviously, the last Streamer Awards started on December 14th, and well, I think it's pretty safe to say that it probably won't be happening. And this comes after, obviously, some statements from WePlay Studios, essentially saying that they won't work with the VTuber Awards over Filian, essentially working with some like Russian VTubers, which I thought was pretty interesting. We went over the extent of how much she actually kind of interacted with them and stuff, and it really wasn't that much. But again, obviously, WePlay Studios decided to drop her over that, and it seems like the VTuber Awards has been silent ever since. It seems like we weren't getting it back, but it seems like maybe Filian has actually found a different kind of, event to do instead of the VTuber Awards, which actually happened recently, which again I think is really, really cool. And this is vsoccer, or as we like to call it, vfootball. Okay, I'm not going to be calling it soccer. Soccer. As a British person, I cannot be doing that. But yeah, essentially they have a thing called vsoccer 2025, and it says Team Filian versus Team Numi, December 2nd. Now this match happened. Again, it was really, really cool to see, and it's a very, very interesting one, I think, because again, this is one of the clips from the actual show itself. Again, it is literally just a football match. So again, as you can see, it is very technical, which again started to make me think at exactly how this went down. Now, I tried to look up exactly how they've done this, and if there's any mention that Filian has made about exactly how this is done and what they're doing to kind of, actually make this possible, right? Because they're in a virtual world here playing football. But the thing is, right, Numi's got some skills. Like, does Numi actually have those skills and they are doing motion tracking? Or is there some other people behind there doing it instead? Or is it like pre-animated? I don't know, but obviously many people are still wondering exactly how they have done this and how they have actually managed to pull this off. Because again, it is very interesting. Like, the skills and the overall mechanics of the game, or the show at least, look very, very detailed. There's actual football skills being displayed here and people being able to control the ball. And yeah, many people have been suggesting maybe they were in some big warehouse at some point and they all had tracking gear on and did it. But again, I feel like that's kind of unlikely, especially considering the proximity of a lot of the streamers involved, because there was plenty of streamers involved in this. You can search it by player. You got Filian, ChaChaYourVMom, also Deme, Lucy Pyre, Megalodon, Michi Mochivi, and also Numi, which again, obviously, again, I think that's very, very cool, but also it is very interesting to see how exactly this is made. I would like a kind of, explanation from Filian as to how this was made, because it just interests me. I'm not even saying like, oh, I think it's fake or something like that. Like, it was a really cool event, regardless of how it was set up or how it was done. So I would really like to see how exactly it was done. Obviously, I'm not like, if it was actually filmed in person or whatever with motion tracking, obviously I'm not asking for them to just like dox themselves, right, with filming the actual tracking, but just a little explanation from Filian would be really cool to see, because I think it would make people understand exactly what this event is, and exactly how much effort these VTubers are actually going to actually take part in this. Because are they actually the ones doing these skills, or is it something else? Again, I'm unsure, but again, if it is them, that's actually pretty ridiculous. That is crazy that all of them have some pretty insane football, kind of talent, right? But yeah, the stream did very, very good for them, 17,000, and it seems like this is something that they're promoting quite a bit. vsoccer, you can see they've made a whole website and everything, including kit as well. You can see here, you can actually buy kit, which actually looks really cool. Again, I probably would, like, me personally, I think that it is pretty expensive. Right, you can see here, you can actually get people's names on the back, like Chacha, Filian, Megalodon, Lucy Pyre, which I think is really cool. Like, I would 100% get one, but it is 83 quid, which is quite a bit of money for a football shirt. But to be fair, in these days, that's actually pretty on point with the usual football shirt prices. But again, I do kind of wish that was a little bit lower, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. Maybe I'll consider getting one in the future. But yeah, I think it is really cool, though. It is a really nice event, and it is something that a lot of people have been getting involved in. I mean, You know, it's over 400 followers over on the Twitter page. You can see the teams are locked in here. And it seems like, you know, this isn't the only one. You know, some of it seems like it's the only match or something, but it says here like Team Filian versus Team Numi. But, you know, here you can see Filian in this post says, I made a soccer league vsoccer show. And then says, first match is with me versus my friends, 3v3, me, ChaCha, and Megalodon, and then Numi, Lucy, Pyre, and Michi, which again, I don't know if this is going to be a rotating thing. Maybe there's going to be some more VTubers getting involved in this. And also Deme doing the correct correction there, saying football. So since you're a commentator, the power to call it football is in your hands, which, yeah, is quite funny. That I am notoriously athletic and gym-pilled, so this is going to be a blowout. And someone better kick Filian in the balls, football, shaking my head. And yeah, obviously, you know, there's comments like this from Lucy Pyre saying, like, I'm notoriously athletic and gym-pilled, so this is going to be a blowout. That makes me think that there is some kind of, you know, actual physical action going on there in terms of them kind of being either rigged up or something to do this kind of stuff. But again, like, not even just that one clip. There's so many other clips which actually came from this match, right? Which showcased a lot of talent, which is just like, either they've been hiding this for a very long time, or, you know, there's something else going on in terms of the animation. I don't know if they tried to make it smooth. Like, look at this. Like, these are just some random VTubers. Are you telling me they're all this talented in terms of, like, that is not possible? Like, I'm sorry, but Filian is not doing that. Like, there is no way that Filian is doing that. She did a little handstand and put the football on the bottom of her shoe, which I don't think many actual professional footballers could even do. So again, I don't know if these are like pre-made animations mixed in with some motion tracking or something. Again, as I said, I would really, really, really like to see some kind of, like, you know, background behind the scenes or whatever, because I think it, again, would actually make the appeal of this show a little bit more popular, because I think that, you know, you would understand exactly what is going on a bit better, because I think this was quite sudden, the announcement of the soccer league and things. You know, this was announced on November 28th. You had about 4 days, so it hasn't been hyped up for super long. And again, without the explanation, I think it is quite hard for people to get into if you really wanted to make this a proper thing, like the vsoccer league, whatever you want to call it, something that happens quite often and something that is like an event. I think you would be able to make it a little bit more special if you provided a little bit more context as to how this is actually done, how it's run, and also giving a little bit more time for advertisement and things, and getting some more VTubers on board. But I think for like a first kind of test, I feel like this is going to be a first test. You know, it was really, really good, and there was a lot of people that enjoyed it, regardless of not knowing how it really worked and how it really, you know, took place. And as I said there, like, there's a important word here. It says first match, which makes me think that there is going to be multiple matches. I don't know if it's between the same people, like, you know, against Numi and Lucy Pyre and Michi again, or if it's going to be another team. I don't know. But again, it would be very interesting to see how this moves forward in the future. And I'm very excited to see how it moves forward in the future, because again, it is a new show that seems to be taking place and seems to be very, very well kind of, I guess, produced and everything like that as well. And I think it is I guess, not a replacement for the VTuber Awards, but almost a replacement. You know, it's something else that is going on. Another big event that Filian has managed to put on and work about. And I think that's really cool, you know, especially considering how much people have been missing stuff like the VTuber Awards. Hopefully this creates some different kind of collaborations, not just an award kind of show, but this time, yeah, a kind of football match between, you know, VTubers, which I think is really cool. Again, we'll have to keep an eye if there's any others, because again, I would like to get my hands on a shirt, maybe on a different VTuber. I don't know. I'm trying to think which shirt I would get, but again, I do think it is really cool, and hopefully we will see some more stuff coming out in the future, and I'll keep you guys up to date if there is anything else going on with this whole event. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code CANCELLATION, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.